Every single day you wake up, you are presented with a powerful question. Who are you becoming? That question holds more weight than anything else you will ask yourself throughout your life. It's not about where you were born, what you've been through, or what you currently have. What truly matters is who you are choosing to become, what value you are bringing to the world, to yourself, and to those around you. Life will always reward those who make themselves valuable. It's not about chasing success. It's about becoming someone that success naturally follows. And the secret to that is becoming more valuable than ever before. You don't get paid for the hour. You get paid for the value you bring to the hour. That's what Jim Rohn once said, and those words hold deep truth. Most people walk through life waiting for things to change. They wait for the job to improve, the economy to improve, the opportunities to show up. But the reality is that you must improve. You must focus on growth so intense, so focused, so relentless, that you evolve into the kind of person who cannot be ignored. Because when you are valuable, when you have sharpened your mind, trained your discipline, built your skills, and refined your character, then the world starts to open doors you once thought were locked. Nothing is more powerful than personal transformation. You have to see yourself as an asset that appreciates with time, effort, and consistency. Just like a piece of land becomes more valuable when it's developed, so do you. When you invest in yourself, you're not just doing it for you. You're doing it for every room you will walk into, every conversation you will have, every goal you will chase, and every person you will impact. And becoming valuable isn't a gift, it's a commitment. It's a decision to rise above mediocrity, to silence the noise of comparison, and to choose mastery over complacency. Think about the people you admire, the ones who inspire you. What is it about them that commands your respect? It's not their titles, their money, or their social status. It's their mindset, their work ethic, their hunger, their refusal to settle for average. Those individuals chose to be valuable. They chose growth when it was uncomfortable, discipline when it was inconvenient, and sacrifice when it was painful. They chose the path that few dare to walk, becoming so good that they couldn't be overlooked. That's what you must aim for. That's what will set you apart. To become more valuable, you must stop asking for things to get easier. Instead, ask yourself to become stronger. Don't wish for fewer problems, wish to become more capable. It's in the fire of adversity that greatness is forged. It's in the quiet hours of consistent effort that true transformation takes place. Every challenge you face, every obstacle in your way, is an opportunity to build strength, sharpen your vision, and increase your worth. The market doesn't care about your excuses. The world doesn't reward your complaints. It rewards results, impact, and contribution, and those come from value. Start by identifying what value you can bring. Are you a creator, a problem solver, a visionary, a leader? Do you bring energy into a room? Do you make others better? Do you invest in your craft until it's undeniable? You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be better today than you were yesterday. Focus on learning relentlessly. Read more. Study those ahead of you. Learn new skills. Ask more questions. Get obsessed with improvement. The more you learn, the more confident you become. The more confident you become, the more risks you're willing to take. And the more risks you take, the faster you grow. That cycle is how value is built. Discipline yourself. Train your body and your mind. Get up earlier than you want to. Show up even when you're tired. Practice when no one is watching. Do the hard things consistently. Because while others are waiting to be motivated, you are building momentum. Discipline creates value. Habits create value. Consistency creates value. Don't underestimate the compounding power of small actions done every day. One day you will wake up and realize that all the struggle, all the effort, all the moments of doubt, they were worth it because they transformed you into someone powerful, someone rare, someone valuable. Your environment matters. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to be better. Cut off distractions. Starve your doubts and feed your goals. Protect your time like it's gold, because it is. Don't waste it on gossip, negativity, or mediocrity. You are on a mission to become more valuable than ever before, and that mission requires ruthless focus. Let your dreams drive you, let your vision consume you. There will be days when it's hard, days when quitting feels easier. But don't push through. Every time you overcome the urge to give up, you build resilience, and resilience is value. Confidence doesn't come from shouting affirmations in the mirror. It comes from keeping the promises you make to yourself. It comes from doing the work, even when no one is watching. It comes from proving to yourself, again and again, that you are capable. Every small win matters. Every step forward counts. You are building a legacy, not through what you say, but through what you do, how you do it, and who you become in the process. Never settle for being average when you were born to be extraordinary, but extraordinary isn't handed to you, it's built. One decision, one sacrifice, one disciplined day at a time. No one is going to save you. No one is going to do the work for you. But that's a good thing, because it means your growth is in your hands. Your destiny is in your hands. Your future is your responsibility. Own it, embrace it, rise to it. Being valuable means you're not just chasing money, titles, or applause. You're chasing mastery. You're chasing impact. You're chasing a better version of yourself. And ironically, when you become more valuable, all the things people chase start to chase you. Opportunities find you. People seek you out. You become a magnet for success. Not because you were lucky, but because you were relentless. You put in the work, you sharpened your edge, you became undeniable. You want to stand out, then outperform, outwork, outlearn, outgrow. Stop waiting for someone to notice you. Become so valuable that they can't ignore you. Let your work speak louder than your words. Let your discipline scream louder than your doubts. Every time you choose effort over ease, growth over comfort, value over vanity, you're stepping into your power. There are people who are relying on the best version of you. People you haven't even met yet. Clients, teammates, families, communities. And they need you to rise. They need you to be strong. They need you to be valuable. Because your growth isn't just about you. It's about your impact. When you level up, you lift others up. When you raise your standards, you inspire others to do the same. So choose today. Choose to become more valuable than ever before. Choose to read the books, to train your body, to master your craft. Choose to be focused when others are distracted, consistent when others are inconsistent, and hungry when others are complacent. Don't let your potential die unused. Don't bury your talent under excuses. Don't waste another day living beneath who you were meant to be. Every morning, remind yourself, I am becoming more valuable, I am evolving, I am improving, I am growing. This is my season of transformation. This is my time. I will not be denied. I will not play small. I will not let fear dictate my future. I am committed to excellence. I am focused on becoming the best version of myself. And I will not stop until I do. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen. Keep showing up. Keep doing the work. Keep fighting for your future. Let the world see what happens when someone refuses to quit, refuses to settle, and refuses to be average. Be that person, be that fire, be that force of nature, because in the end, success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who work. It comes to those who grow. It comes to those who become valuable, so valuable that life has no choice but to reward them. And as you continue on this journey, remember that becoming more valuable is not a one-time achievement. It's a lifelong pursuit. Value compounds. The more you grow, the more you can grow. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you lead, the more opportunities come your way. Never stop evolving. Never let a day pass where you haven't learned something new, taught something useful, or done something difficult. These are the building blocks of greatness. Don't fear failure. Fear stagnation. Fear waking up one day and realizing that nothing has changed. Not because the world didn't offer chances, but because you didn't take them. Growth requires risk. It demands that you leave behind the safety of comfort and step into the unknown. But in that space of uncertainty lies your breakthrough. The risk you fear today is the transformation you'll thank yourself for tomorrow. And when doubt creeps in, and it will remember this, you've come too far to only come this far, look back at everything you've already overcome. The late nights, the rejection, the pain, the discipline, it wasn't for nothing. It was to prepare you. It was to build the character and capacity you need for what's ahead. Your past was the training ground. The next level is calling, but it requires a version of you that is sharper, bolder, and more valuable than ever. When you start operating at your highest level, you realize that real value isn't found in talking about what you're going to do. It's found in doing it. Execution is everything. Plans are worthless without action. Ideas are meaningless without execution. Be the person who doesn't just dream but delivers. Be the one who takes consistent, focused, strategic action, even when it's hard, even when it's boring, even when no one claps. Because real growth happens when you're grinding in silence. There will be people who don't understand your obsession. They'll say you're doing too much, that you should relax, settle, enjoy the moment. But deep down, you know something they don't. You weren't built for average. You were born with fire in your spirit. You were born to rise, to elevate, to lead. You were born to bring something exceptional into this world. Don't ever dim that light to make others comfortable. Your value isn't just in what you do. It's in who you are becoming. And part of becoming more valuable means taking radical ownership of your life. No blaming, no excuses, no pointing fingers. Own your failures, own your successes, own your habits, own your choices. The moment you stop outsourcing responsibility is the moment you take control of your future. That's when the shift happens, from passive observer to active creator. You stop reacting to life and start shaping it. Build your confidence through competence. Get so good at what you do that even your doubts start to believe in you. Study the greats, but don't copy them. Learn from them, then outwork them, outthink them, outlast them. Your competition is not the person next to you. It's your former self. It's the voice that says good enough. Silence that voice. You weren't made for good enough. You were made for excellence. Do the things that scare you. Speak when it's uncomfortable. Take the leap when it's uncertain. Try again when it doesn't work out the first time. The edge of fear is the edge of your growth. Push past it. You'll be surprised how much strength you have when you stop negotiating with your limitations. And while you're climbing, while you're becoming, remember to stay grounded. True value is never arrogant. It doesn't need to shout. It just is. Confidence is quiet. Power is calm. Those who truly own their worth don't need to prove it. They live it. Let your character speak for you. Let your consistency build your credibility. Let your results introduce you before you even say a word. You will encounter resistance. People will doubt you, criticize you, and misunderstand you. Let them. That's the price of growth, but don't let them derail you. Don't let their voices become louder than your vision. Stay focused. Stay locked in. Remember why you started. Remember who you're doing this for. And remember that the greatest revenge is not anger, it's excellence. It's turning every obstacle into fuel, every insult into motivation, every failure into wisdom. Because at the end of the day, becoming more valuable is not just about rising in your career or making more money. It's about becoming the kind of person who lifts others, the kind of person who makes rooms better, people stronger, and the world a little brighter just by being in it. That's the legacy you build, not in one grand moment, but in the thousands of small choices you make when no one is watching. When you become valuable, you stop needing validation. You don't need to chase attention because your excellence commands it. You don't need to beg for respect because your actions earn it. And you don't need to be loud about your goals because your progress will speak louder than words ever could. So today, make a decision, a real one, that you're done playing small, that you're done being driven by fear, laziness, or doubt. That you're ready to take control of your destiny and elevate to the next level of who you were meant to be. Every second counts. Every action matters. Your future is watching. Your legacy is forming. Who are you becoming? You have the tools, you have the vision. Now it's time to match that with relentless execution. No more waiting for the right moment is now. No more waiting to feel ready. Readiness is built in action. No more waiting for motivation. You are your own motivation. Every great thing you want, freedom, purpose, fulfillment, it's on the other side of your decision to become more valuable. This is your calling, to become the most powerful, capable, resilient, and impactful version of yourself. To master your mind, sharpen your skills, and stretch your potential. To build something that lasts, not just for you, but for everyone who will benefit from the person you choose to become. Because the truth is, you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. So if you want more, be more, give more, do more, learn more, build more, become more, this is the path. It won't be easy. But it will be worth it, because the pursuit of value doesn't end. It is a lifelong discipline, a commitment that sharpens you through seasons of hardship and moments of triumph. The more valuable you become, the more responsibility you carry, not just for yourself, but for others who look to you as a symbol of what's possible. That is why you cannot afford to stop now, not when you've already endured so much, not when you've already come this far. Every drop of sweat, every sacrifice, every decision to keep going when it would have been easier to quit, these are not just moments. They are bricks in the foundation of something unshakable. You are not just building a life, you are building a legacy. The time you invest in yourself, the effort you give when no one is watching, the skill you refine daily, it's not just for now. It's for the people who come after you. It's for the moments in the future when someone will look at you and say, because they didn't quit, I won't either. Never underestimate the silent impact of consistency. Never underestimate the invisible power of perseverance. And don't let short-term pain distract you from long-term purpose. Growth hurts, discipline stings, but regret lasts longer. You will never regret becoming more valuable. You will never regret taking the time to master your craft, to discipline your thoughts, to elevate your standard. What you will regret is settling for comfort, choosing easy, giving up when it got tough. But that's not your story, that's not your path. You are built to endure, built to rise, built to win. Value is not about what you have, it's about who you are. Your worth is not in your resume, your accolades, or your titles. It's in your mindset, your work ethic, your attitude, your persistence. The world is filled with talent, but what it lacks is people with tenacity, people who refuse to break under pressure, people who bring solutions when everyone else is complaining, people who keep climbing when everyone else sits down. Be that person, be the one who goes the extra mile, be the one who doesn't need recognition because the mission is bigger than the applause. You must live each day with purpose. Don't drift, don't wait. Don't waste your energy scrolling through distractions while your goals collect dust. Wake up with fire. Go to bed with peace, knowing you gave everything you had, and then do it again tomorrow. That's how legends are built. Not in bursts of motivation, but in the quiet discipline of those who keep showing up. You have greatness within you, but greatness is not a gift. It's a choice. It's a decision to stop blaming, stop doubting, and start doing. You are responsible for the quality of your life. You are responsible for the impact you make. You are responsible for the legacy you leave behind. And if you truly want to make a mark in this world, if you truly want to become someone who cannot be replaced, then you must dedicate yourself to growth like your life depends on it, because it does. Don't be afraid to evolve. Don't cling to old versions of yourself out of comfort. Growth requires you to shed what no longer serves you. Old habits, old beliefs, old fears, they have to go. You can't take them where you're going. Reinvent yourself, rebuild yourself, reclaim your focus, your energy, your power. You were not born to remain the same. You were born to expand, to stretch, to rise beyond what anyone imagined. including you. And when you stumble, because you will, don't you dare see that as failure. See it as feedback. See it as redirection. Every setback carries the seeds of a greater comeback. Every time you fall and rise again, you are adding depth to your value, strength to your spirit, wisdom to your future. You don't build muscle without resistance. You don't build character without trials. So embrace it. Every tough day is shaping a tougher you. When you make it your mission to become valuable, everything changes. Your time becomes sacred, your focus becomes sharper, your choices become more deliberate. You stop chasing what's popular and start chasing what's purposeful. You stop doing things for approval and start doing them for progress. That's when you become a force to be reckoned with. That's when people stop asking, "What do you do?" and start asking, "How do you do it?" You will know you are becoming more valuable when people come to you not because they want something from you, but because they want to be around you. Your presence will speak. Your energy will shift rooms. Your words will carry weight, not because you demanded respect, but because you earned it. That's the power of living at a high standard. That's the result of choosing growth daily. Never measure your value by external praise. The truest measure of your worth is what you do when no one is clapping, what you build when no one is watching, what you create when no one believes in you. The world may not see your preparation, but it will feel your impact. Stay in the process. Trust the work. Your value is rising even if the scoreboard hasn't caught up yet. You don't need permission to grow. You don't need anyone to say it's your time. It's your time the moment you decide it is. You don't need everything to be perfect to begin. You just need to begin. Progress over perfection. Action over anxiety. Discipline over distraction. This is your formula. This is your edge, so choose it. Choose to train when you could rest. Choose to read when others scroll. Choose to show up early, stay late, ask more, and give more. Choose to be exceptional, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. This is how you become the best in your field. This is how you build a reputation of excellence. This is how you change not just your life, but the lives of others. Because one day, someone will tell your story. Make sure it's a story of resilience, of courage, of relentless pursuit. Make sure it's a story of transformation, how you started as one version of yourself and chose to become something more. Make sure it's a story of value, and when you reach new heights, don't forget to look back and lift others. The most valuable people are not just those who climb. They are those who help others climb too. Be generous with your wisdom. Be humble in your success. Remember what it felt like to struggle, to doubt, to fight through the unknown, and use that memory to fuel your impact. You are not just building a future. You are building a legacy. Let your life be proof that growth is possible, that value is earned, that purpose is real. Let the way you live be an invitation for others to rise, and never forget that every time you choose to grow, to give, to become, you are changing the world. You are the example, you are the light, you are the possibility in human form. And as you continue this journey of becoming more valuable than ever before, you must remember that time is your most precious asset. Every minute wasted in hesitation, distraction, or fear is a minute stolen from your potential. Value is not just created in bursts of energy, but through focused, intentional living. Discipline is the bridge that turns dreams into results, and consistency is the vehicle that carries you over that bridge. If you want to rise above the rest, you must do what the rest are unwilling to do. Show up every single day with purpose, hunger, and an unshakable belief that you can become something greater. Don't underestimate the power of self-respect. When you choose to grow, when you choose to invest in yourself, when you stop tolerating mediocrity, you begin to look at yourself differently. You walk with more pride. You speak with more clarity. You lead with more confidence. That shift is magnetic. People notice. Opportunities notice. The world bends for those who bend their limitations. Understand this. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to hand you greatness. And no one is obligated to believe in you. You must become your own hero. You must become the one who gets up when others stay down, the one who stays disciplined when others get distracted, the one who keeps building even when the applause stops. And when you do, when you truly commit to this path, you will no longer need motivation because you will have momentum. It's not about being the loudest in the room. It's about being the most consistent, the most disciplined, the most prepared. That's what sets you apart. That's what makes you valuable. People will look at you and wonder how you do it. They'll think it's luck, but you'll know it's the years of silent work, the nights you stayed focused, the days you showed up tired, the sacrifices you made when no one was watching. That's what separates winners from wishers, and as your value increases, your standards must rise with it. You can no longer afford to entertain low-level habits, low-level thinking, or low-level environments. Elevation requires separation. You will lose people, you will lose comforts, you will lose the old version of yourself, but what you gain in return, clarity, mastery, peace, impact, is beyond anything you've ever experienced. Growth demands a price. Pay it willingly. There will be moments of doubt, moments where you question whether it's worth it, whether the sacrifices matter, whether you're even making progress. That's when you dig deeper. That's when you lean on your purpose. Remember, you are not doing this for applause. You are doing it because you refuse to settle. You are doing it because you know that inside you is untapped greatness waiting to be unleashed. You owe it to yourself to see what happens if you don't quit. You owe it to yourself to experience the joy of mastery, the peace of discipline, the pride of becoming someone even you admire, that feeling, that inner knowing that you are operating at your highest level, is worth every struggle. Be obsessed with your potential. Be relentless in your pursuit. Don't settle for being better than average. Set your sights on being exceptional, the kind of person who inspires through action, who leads through example, who rises not just for themselves, but for everyone who follows. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs more leaders. Be that leader. Be that example. Be that voice of possibility. Every morning you wake up, you're given two choices: evolve or repeat, grow or stay the same. Become or retreat. Let your answer be your actions. Let your actions scream your commitment. Let your commitment carve out a legacy so powerful that no one can ignore your presence. This is the season to rise. This is the moment to become. Stop negotiating with your goals. Stop making excuses for your distractions. Stop living on autopilot. You were meant for more, but that more is earned, not given. You have to want it more than your laziness. You have to believe in it more than your fear. You have to fight for it more than your doubt. And when you do, when you give everything you've got, you'll realize something powerful. You were never chasing value. You were becoming it. So stand tall, speak with purpose, move with urgency, think with clarity, live with integrity. Let every day be a declaration that you are here to become more, to serve more, to lead more. Let the world witness the emergence of someone unstoppable, someone undeniable, someone unforgettable. That someone is you. You are not average. You are not ordinary. You are not meant to blend in. You are meant to shine. To lead, to transform, and the way you do that is simple. Focus every breath, every hour, every action on becoming more valuable than ever before, because the future doesn't belong to the hopeful. It belongs to the prepared. And you, through your growth, your grit, your greatness, you are becoming that future. And as you press forward, never forget that the most valuable people in the world are those who never stopped evolving. They refused to settle. They refused to plateau. They refused to let circumstances define their ceiling. They created value not just by what they achieved, but by who they became along the way. Their worth was measured not in status or possessions, but in resilience, in impact, in excellence, day in, day out. So ask yourself, are you growing right now or just getting by? Are you stretching yourself into discomfort, or are you hiding in routines that no longer challenge you? Comfort zones are silent killers. They feel safe, but they stunt your progress. They steal your edge. They delay your destiny. The most valuable version of you does not live in your comfort zone. It lives on the other side of your fears, your doubts, your excuses. Make discomfort your training ground. Let pressure build you. Let pain teach you. Let every setback become a stepping stone, because the people who make history are the ones who turned adversity into acceleration. While others ran from the fire, they walked through it and emerged stronger. That's what you must do. Every trial is a test. Every test is a chance to prove that you're not just interested in being valuable, you are committed to it. And commitment is not a feeling, it's a decision repeated daily. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep. It's pushing through fatigue when quitting feels easier. It's holding yourself to a higher standard even when no one is watching. That is what makes you valuable, not just your skills, but your discipline, not just your knowledge, but your hunger, not just your talent, but your consistency. Because here's the truth. Talent is cheap. Hunger is rare, and hunger will take you further than raw ability ever will. Hunger keeps you learning. Hunger keeps you moving. Hunger keeps you focused when distractions are loud. Feed that hunger with goals. Feed it with challenges. Feed it with a relentless desire to grow into the person you were born to be. And never stop auditing your environment. Are the people around you helping you grow or keeping you stagnant? Are your daily habits aligned with your future or chained to your past? Are your thoughts building your confidence or breaking it? Protect your energy, protect your standards, protect your vision, because value is not just something you build. It's something you must defend. You will face resistance from people who fear your growth, who feel threatened by your rise, who want you to remain the version of yourself that made them comfortable. Don't let their limitations define your progress. Don't shrink to fit their expectations. Elevate unapologetically. Let your evolution be the evidence of what's possible when you stop seeking permission and start seeking purpose. There will be days you feel like nothing is changing. Days when the results don't match the effort, but remember, growth is invisible at first. Like seeds planted underground, transformation happens before it's seen. Stay rooted, stay patient, stay faithful to the process. Because the day will come when everything you've planted will break through. The value you built in the shadows will shine in the light. And when that day comes, when people finally notice what you've become, remember that you didn't do it for recognition. You did it for the mission. You did it because you were tired of settling, because you knew there was more inside of you. You knew that greatness was not reserved for the chosen few. It was earned by the consistent few. The few who showed up, the few who pushed through, the few who kept going when everyone else stopped. You are that few. You are not like the rest. You are not average. You are becoming valuable in a way that few will understand, because few are willing to pay the price. But you're willing to sacrifice, to suffer, to stay the course, to silence every excuse and keep moving forward. That is your edge. That is your power. Keep your mind sharp. Feed it with knowledge, not noise. Study not just to learn, but to lead. Learn the lessons behind the lessons. Develop mental toughness so strong that nothing can shake your peace or steer you off course. Be so focused on becoming better that you don't have time to compete with anyone but the old you. And while you build, while you chase, while you grind, don't forget to live. Enjoy the process. Celebrate small wins. Laugh, rest, refuel. Becoming valuable is not about burning out. It's about burning bright. It's about finding rhythm in the chaos, clarity in the noise, purpose in every action. Value is not just built in what you do, it's built in how you live. So choose to live with intention, with gratitude, with excellence. Show up to every space with the quiet confidence of someone who has put in the work. Walk like someone who knows where they're going. Speak like someone who knows what they're worth. Lead like someone who knows they were born to make a difference because you were. You are becoming more valuable than ever before. not just for the rewards it brings, but for the lives it touches, for the legacy it builds. For the power it unlocks within you, you're not just building a life, you're building a movement, a mission, a mark that will outlive you. And as you keep rising, you must understand that this path you're walking is not meant for the faint of heart. It's meant for the relentless, for those who would rather be exhausted from progress than well, rested in mediocrity, for those who would rather be doubted for their ambition than praised for playing it safe. Becoming more valuable than ever before demands courage, not just once, but over and over again, the courage to begin, the courage to continue, the courage to evolve. You will have to step into rooms where no one knows your name and still walk like you belong. You'll have to build doors where none exist. You'll have to be the only one clapping for yourself at times, and yet, through it all, you'll build an inner power that no one can take from you. This power isn't loud. It doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't need validation. It's silent. It's steady. It's built from days of keeping promises to yourself, from showing up when you were tired, from choosing growth when it was inconvenient, from turning down comfort when it was calling your name. That's the kind of value that doesn't fade. It stays. It multiplies. It carries you into rooms, into roles, into opportunities that were once beyond your reach. Because that's what value does. It creates gravity. The more you grow, the more you attract. People feel it when you walk with purpose. They sense it when you speak with clarity. They recognize it when you perform with excellence. You won't need to announce who you are. Your results will do the talking. Your habits will show it. Your presence will prove it. But that doesn't mean the road gets easier. In fact, the higher you rise, the greater the pressure. The more value you carry, the more weight you must lift. But by then you'll be strong, strong from the grind, strong from the setbacks, strong from the solitude, because pressure doesn't break you. It builds you. And you'll welcome it. You'll embrace it. You'll smile at the challenge, knowing it's sculpting you into something even more refined. You will learn that true value is never about impressing others. It's about expressing your potential. Fully, fearlessly, faithfully, it's about waking up every day and asking, how can I make today count? Not just for your goals, but for the people around you, for the purpose you're here to fulfill, for the contribution only you can make. Because your life is not just about success, it's about significance. And significance comes from service, from lifting others as you climb, from being a light when others are in darkness, from showing what's possible through your own transformation. So as you continue on this journey, remember that everything you do matters. Every moment you invest in growth, every choice you make to rise, every obstacle you overcome, it all adds up. It all contributes to the story you are writing, and that story can be one of greatness, one of resilience, one of legacy, but only if you keep going, only if you stay true to the mission. Don't lose your hunger. Don't lose your focus. Don't forget who you're becoming. You didn't come this far to coast. You came this far to soar, to stretch beyond limits, to evolve into the version of yourself that no one saw coming. So keep your vision high and your standards higher. Be ruthless with your discipline. Be fierce with your execution. Be relentless with your pursuit. And remember this, no matter how far you go, there's always more within you. More to give, more to grow, more to become. The journey never truly ends. It only deepens, and that's the beauty of it. You are not chasing a finish line. You are chasing mastery, and mastery is a lifelong climb. But if you stay committed, if you stay focused, if you stay true to your vision, you will rise higher than you ever imagined. And as you move forward with unshakable determination, always keep in mind that the climb to becoming more valuable than ever before is as much internal as it is external. The real transformation doesn't just happen in the goals you reach or the milestones you hit. It happens in the mindset you build. It's about developing a mentality so bulletproof that failure doesn't shake you, rejection doesn't discourage you, and doubt doesn't delay you. Because when your mind is strong, everything else follows. Your thoughts are the foundation of your value. What you believe about yourself becomes the ceiling of what you can achieve. So, if you want to become more valuable, you must first believe that you are worth the investment. You must talk to yourself like someone you're responsible for building. You must coach yourself through the hard moments, speak life into your spirit when it feels drained, and remind yourself of your mission when the world tries to distract you. You are not a product of your circumstances. You are a product of your decisions. And every day you are writing your future with the choices you make. Will you choose discipline over comfort? Will you choose purpose over popularity? Will you choose long-term growth over short-term gratification? Those answers, repeated daily, will define your value, not in some far-off future, but in every moment right now. Build habits that reflect the person you're becoming. Train like someone who's already achieved greatness. Study like someone who leads empires. Speak like someone whose voice matters. Move like someone who knows exactly where they're going. Let your actions be aligned with the future version of yourself that you are becoming. Let your identity rise to meet your destiny, and know this: becoming more valuable than ever before is not about being perfect. It's about being relentless. It's about falling and standing up faster every time. It's about staying hungry after wins, staying focused after setbacks, and staying grounded no matter how far you climb. The journey will demand more of you at every level. You'll have to keep shedding old skin. You'll have to keep letting go of versions of yourself that were good, but not great, comfortable, but not exceptional, known, but not legendary, and if that sounds painful, that's because it is. Growth hurts. Change is uncomfortable, but staying the same, that's the slowest form of death. If you're not evolving, you're decaying. If you're not stretching, you're shrinking. If you're not progressing, you're regressing. So make your pain count. Don't let the hard times break you. Let them build you. You are not here just to survive. You are here to lead, to shine, to create, to influence, to impact. The value you bring to the world will be a direct reflection of how much you demand from yourself. How deeply you work on yourself. How consistently you show up even when no one is clapping. Because that's the secret. The most valuable people are the ones who clapped for themselves first, believed in themselves first, and showed up for themselves first. You are becoming someone powerful, someone needed, someone rare. Keep doing the work, not for the applause, not for the validation, but because you know deep down you were made for more, you were built for greatness. And you're just getting started.